Okay, Mark, get ready, set, go.
Start.
Kelly's here.
Wow!
Zelly's here.
Perfect!
Gaming.
That's amazing!
Okay, welcome back everybody. This is Zelly from Kelly&Zelly Gaming and Triangle Strategy. And I'm joined with Kelly today, going to be commentating with me.
Hi, I'm Kelly.
Okay. So yeah, we'll start off where we left off last time. So where we left off last time was where we were fighting bandits off of a boat, and the so-called to-be-trolls met each other.
We were fighting Travis the dad and then Trish the daughter and her band of bandits.
Ah, that's right, okay. Yeah. So we're going to continue where they left off to go ahead. We're going to load game. Which one?
The top one's an autosave, the second one's a quick save.
This one?
I would do the autosave. It has more time on it.
Yeah. Let's teleport. See ya, Roland.
Serenoa of Glenbrook's House Wolffort and Federica of Esfrost will unite in marriage to strengthen the... In doing so, the newfound allies hope to hold their own in the face of Hyzant's salt monopoly, which continues even now, decades after the war. Who could have known that this was but a prelude to an uprising that would engulf all of Norzelia in the flames of war?
Yeah, we saw this last time, so I think it's just refreshing you again.
Oh, okay. You can select encampment from the main menu to access the Wolffort's army scan. Additional features will be unlocked as the story progresses. Okay. It's at a little power-up station. Well, ally side quests versus doing the main quest. So we got here Whiteholm Castle, home of the Glenbrook's royal family. Preparations begin for a grand ceremony to commemorate a new age of harmony between the three nations. But will it be harmony? Let's find out. Or devastation and chaos and bloodshed.
Wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
So you can just get the auto advance
It would
text.
seem Prince Roland shrugged off the King's Guard and
nice.
went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do.
Prince Roland.
I swear,
Went on
as
an
if the boy
excursion.
exists to drive us mad.
Mm-hmm.
He is an embarrassment to our family.
So he's ugly talking
No matter.
somewhat.
I will see to matters myself.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
Your Highness.
He must be with
I-
royalty.
I would guess Roland's brother, because they were just talking about family matters.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Clarice.
But of course, Your Highness.
So that person's name is Franny. Is it a boy or a girl?
The
I
imposing
wanna say
woman over
boy.
there is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War. If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself. Over there is Minister
So it's like Kid
of
Icarus.
the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military
Saintly
diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them.
Dang right, Franny.
I know this man. Sorsley End of Hyzant, yes?
Is this like an entourage and they're just
As you doubtless
introducing
know,
everyone?
he is the Holy State's Minister
But
of
everybody line up the same, have the same amount
Though
of
it is said he feels
acolytes behind
by
them,
Minister
guards
Exham of
possibly.
late.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife.
Wow. What a man. What a beard. What a shaved head.
Thank
right?
you,
He
Clarice.
had no hair up there.
I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
That's right.
Your Highness, Lord Thalos
At least
and Lady
these guys look
Erica,
different.
brother and sister of the Archduke, have
Huh.
arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
You need not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family.
So I think they're trying to make a union between two nations from all the people we just saw.
It sounds like it. That, or we're gonna fight them all.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're ready for them yet. Maybe we are. Maybe.
Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Oh, it is a
It is
guy,
an honor to welcome
Yeah,
you to our
Crown
kingdom
Prince of
in my
Glenbrook.
father's stead.
right?
I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together.
Oh, so they are an alliance
Though I
together.
imagine some may be too occupied awing us
Well,
with their prowess and
those
attorney
halves
to
are,
enjoy the
looks like.
revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whiteholm Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Make yourselves at home. Take off your shoes. But don't take off your socks.
Help yourself to our wine and our women.
Whoa now,
Prince
hey.
Roland, finally you return.
I wonder if Prince Roland's like the second prince, or maybe like one of the lesser
How do you
princely
do it?
brothers.
I trust all was well in my absence.
Hughette.
Well enough. Another visit to the
Are you sure it's not like Huette?
Indeed,
No, I think it's
on minor
Hughette.
business. My apologies for leaving
Not like a
unannounced.
huge zit, but it's more like a hughette.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
From your father.
So
I'm
he's
perfectly
Roland's
capable of taking
babysitter.
care of
You've been a
myself.
bad boy. I'm
Besides,
here to punish you.
no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
So he makes it sound
Well,
like he's
I
not
would
that
not.
important to his royal
Or
family.
have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Huette.
Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. So it is
Look at
true
that.
that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolffort no less.
How did you...
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
Just you wait, he might.
Hey Zelly, did you like the Lego-like trees?
There were trees.
Yes. They kind of reminded me of the Lego trees a little bit with their shape.
Oh, really? I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh, we don't have to do combat or anything. It's just a.
It was just a side,
scene, I guess, huh?
side story.
Okay. Time to go to Castle Wolffort.
Wolffort. Wolffort? Wolffort?
Because a wolf is most dangerous when it farts in front of
Welcome
an enemy.
back, the both of you.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Oh my god, he's so quick.
Lower
so
your
fast.
voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is
Who's
no
this
cause
guy?
for concern, Eridor. Besides,
Oh, it's
I'm not a
Eridor.
child anymore.
Eridor?
It's the
Not
big
my
mouth.
lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high
The
to
gossiper feudal.
Since we
Never you
were knee high to never you mind. The way he talks.
And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Federica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolffort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and commander of our military forces.
Eridor?
You'll be the lady of House Wolffort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything,
Yeah.
just say the word.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they're your family as well.
Family.
Well, at least he's trying to make her feel
I am
comfortable.
aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolffort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
His voice.
Eridor, you'll be my favorite character of this series.
He seems,
Before
Sorry,
you
my
probably
lady,
tragically
but
die.
you'll have to
Call
get
him
used to
now.
it.
he seems very attached to his young lord.
Oh, that's awesome. Those are actually pretty cool laughing sprites. Because they all laugh joyously.
Your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Federica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Anna and Eridor joined your forces. Hell yeah!
It'll be interesting to see what kind of skills that they bring to the team. Let's see. Anna's aptitudes in battle: strikes enemies from the shadows, takes 2 actions in the same turn, can conceal herself from enemy eyes. Ooh, so she's kind of like an assassin. Eldor's aptitudes in battles: shields allies with superb defensive capabilities, draws the enemy's attacks, counterattacks when dealt a physical blow by an adjacent enemy. So
Wow.
he kind of sounds like your typical knight.
These sound better than the ones we just had previously.
No kidding.
The assassin and a knight. I like it.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenoa and his bride are
They're
wed.
having the wedding in one night.
The ceremony
Hi, I just met you.
commemorate the joint mining venture.
It was love at true sight, and in band
Still
was it
can't believe
fate.
I'll be seeing the day when
So
we
was his
break ground
contract
on a
and
new
his
mine
delivery.
right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the 3 nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Symon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the 2 before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolffort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Lord Dragon and Mistress Lila.
Consider it done.
I think her name was
Then
Lila.
once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day. The tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing. Just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
Well, Eredor, you
From
seem to be a
Esfrost, the
brute.
much-renowned general of...
I like him.
And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshal. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear.
Maxwell the Dawnspear.
I wish him all
We
the
were
best
talking
of
about
luck
the
against their
Dawnspear in that
host.
previous thing. We
They'll
were
need
looking
it to
at.
beat House Wolffort.
Were they?
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolffort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, he's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Symon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the lord of the house is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his lord father's stead.
Oh, so his father's sick right now.
Lord Symon.
That's not good.
Lord
I suppose
Symon
age
is
takes its toll on even the mightiest.
his dad.
Daddy, no.
So be
Well.
it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
You know what makes people
I
better?
remind
right?
you that while this is a joyous
What?
occasion, all of our
Soup.
attendees have their own
Some
reasons
rats.
for coming.
And some water.
Let us not
It-
give them an
It could be something
opportunity
else
to catch
besides the
us
common cold.
unaware.
It could be a deadly disease.
Mm-hmm. True.
Or
be
maybe
unaware.
maybe one of those best case scenarios where someone might have poisoned the king.
That never happens in history or anything of the sort. I don't know what you're talking about. Anything else going on around the world? Look how far I can go. Ooh.
I don't see
Horizonte, here you go.
any new icons so far. So I think we might be at the castle for a while until something magical happens.
Or terrible and devastating, we have to start a whole new story explaining that one new thing. You're right though. Back to Wolffort. Ooh!
Or back to the castle.
We're back to the armpit of the wolf. Hello.
Oh, this must be his father,
Father,
right?
Father.
bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Federica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolffort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
So there was a war and they ended it?
There is no need
for 30
such
years.
formalities, my girl.
I think, right?
You are tired
Maybe.
from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step
He
is the
doesn't look
most
too
important.
sickly.
It's not his
While we
deathbed,
go
that's for
forward
sure.
together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as
I really like his facial hair though. Looks great.
Oh ho! I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance.
They have a choice, huh?
But we just saw that other
And
country
yet,
make
while Lady Federica
alliances
is
with
indeed
both of
the
those
Archduke's
countries.
sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolffort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations,
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
Yeah, why is that?
So that
maybe we never know.
Relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse.
We could be cast away like pawns.
War. War. War.
Precisely.
War.
Such
War.
are the schemes of those who rule nations.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolffort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
An earthquake?
No, his illness.
Father.
Lord Symon!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was.
If you're that sick, why
Reason
aren't you
and
in bed,
more.
old man?
That's right. He has a chair, man. Put him back in that chair.
As of
You
this
should be sitting down.
I abdicate my
Set
position
it on the ground,
as
sir.
Lord of
Don't
House
hold over like this. That's
Wolffort.
terrible for your heart.
You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
Everyone always says they're not ready.
This is true.
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action.
The lore.
Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
So it kind of sounds like Benedict's
you,
like
Father.
an advisor.
I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved
Yeah, that
by
makes
our
sense.
people as you.
Lady Federica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolffort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
This was my intention.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Those are the two they mentioned before in the side
Very
story.
well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final...
I have a feeling
as
this will
Lord of the
not
House.
go well.
Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days.
Got a busy day, man. Gonna do marriage, gonna think about counseling, thinking about where they want to go.
I just feel like something tragic's gonna happen. A young hawk soar's completed. Alright, I guess that was the end of chapter 1.
Okay. Save your game? Yes. Saving, do not turn off power. Saving, do not turn off power. And stop. Alright, E-World map, where are we?
30 years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook.
Gold.
East to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace.
Supposedly, but was there poison in any glass?
Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Symon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Chapter 2, To Arms, Brave Warriors.
Interesting. Uh-oh. We're being pincered! Castle Wolffort Hall.
To Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Symon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Federica came as quite the surprise.
Quite the surprise.
None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Federica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
So does that mean she's only
Your
half
curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke.
With the previous Archduke?
Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
That makes sense.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Federica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
Yeah, someone's gonna take advantage of that, if anything.
Go easy on the boy, my lady.
Go easy on him, you cougar,
Dragan
you.
of Esfrost shall also be in attendance.
Indeed, he has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are.
Talking about the mines.
I know, but what are they gonna blow up in the mines?
More tunnels?
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Very interested to see the city.
He is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
Fancy shindig.
Benedict, you sly dog, you.
And make sure not to make any bad impressions among the guests.
Oh, that will definitely be what I want to do.
So, I'm assuming we're gonna go look for his cousin?
Sure, that would make sense to me.
The flow of the game comprises multiple phases. In addition to story, scenes, and battles, there will also be an exploration phase. In this phase, you may move freely about areas to gather information from the people around you. Obtain items, review mechanisms, and terrain features that may serve you in battle and more.
Ah, so where we're going to be, there will be battle. Interesting.
The controls.
L stick, run / walk, directional buttons, run, hold BR to dash. But why? In exploration phase, to the story, press the buttons.
Press B to close.
Alright, let's walk up here.
Enter houses, yes.
I got a key. This is for me. Alright, what else you got in here, man? This is a nice home. It's nice and cozy. Nice and warm.
That's it. You can't really interact with anything else in the home.
Oh, that's what you think. But you might be right.
Like in
do you know?
Abdicates Traveler, there was chests in home, so you could open chests and get rewards in that kind of sense, but I don't know if that's the same for this game.
Yeah, not too sure. We'll see. Maybe some don't, maybe some do. We'll examine. An HP recovery pellet.
Gotta love free items.
Oh, look at that. Charity. Hello? Hello? War.
I think the people we have to talk to are the ones that have exclamation points above their heads. Or if you want to check out people's houses, you can do that too.
Do you want to break in?
Another pellet.
I will heal because I am going to get hurt. Emotionally and physically.
Oh, this one's got a cat! You can talk to the cat. Meow!
You will be my pet. I will call you Sir Lumpkins.
I want to call him Mr. Whiskers.
Sir Lumpkins. Oh, can I go to bed?
Nope.
Well, that'd be great if you could do that. It was just like the Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing in my home? I'm tired, so I'm sleepy. So apparently some stuff sparkles too, so it's easy to kind of pick it up if you need to pick it up.
Oh, so you're kind of just walking around town to see if there's any like sparkly things you can pick up or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this the town we started in for the opening scene?
I think so. I think we saw Benedict and Serenoa run from here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is the Asfrost? These are our friends. Oh, I just grabbed my hometown. Oh boy. Let me tell you. To know a town, you must take time to relish your company. That's what Eredor told me in perhaps more powerful words. It is the port at the center of the commerce, a town built on taxes, but not at the expense of fair trade. Wolffort is nestled safely behind the castle walls. It is a town at peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom.
I like the third option, but that's just me.
That one. With the sound of coins. Thank you for drinking. Also, these must be like little cutscenes, I guess, huh? Aww.
I just know they're important to talk about with the exclamation point.
Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. That seems very ominous and kind of threatening. Ah, one of my favorite games. Barrels were always my favorite places to hide. It takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you can use that cleverness to help your father when you're older.
I like number 2.
I like number 3. You're right, I like number 2 as well. My convictions were strengthened.
Never find me now.
Yeah, that's what you want from your parents, to never find you. Anna! Where'd you go? Here. Okay, go back here. Oh, I'm entering your home, dude. Sorry, not sorry. Got any goods in here?
Nope.
Oh!
Ooh, shiny. Another pellet.
Oh, another pellet. Oh, it's a deer dropping. I can use it to heal myself. Right? That's what pellets are, right?
Sure, we can say that.
A wild pellet. I will eat it to consume health. Agreed. Eridor! Travis and Trish.
Oh, we still haven't found your cousin yet.
Gotta make sure I talk to everybody.
Wide-eyed wonder. Something tells me we're getting close.
What I wonder? That might be him.
Nope, just a merchant.
Ready for the wedding ceremony? Okay. Well, he looks like a normal character, so I don't know if I want to talk to him right away. We'll go to... Oh, examine.
Another pellet.
Oh, it's a deer dropping! Yummy. You know, deer droppings or rabbit droppings, pretty much very similar. Just smaller animal.
Another sparkly.
Sparkle.
Ooh!
It's not a pellet!
I think that's money.
300 circles. What do you think it means?
I think it's money.
I think you're right. Oh, I thought I got another sparkly.
No, I think that was just the thing to leave since you got close to the door.
Okay, I guess I got one item per space, huh? Okay. Yeah, so only thing I haven't done yet is to either go on this. Right? Yeah. Then I'll talk to the dude. Hello, hello, what do you have for me? Get out of the way, I want to steal your items. I have to talk to you? Lame. History will be made, and I'll be there.
So this tournament must be a big dealio.
Sounds like it. There we go.
I think that's the guy we're looking for.
Nah. Is it a dragon, the one we're looking for?
Yeah.
No, this is Dragan.
No, it's
not Dragon. Does he look like a dragon to you?
Yeah, he does.
He's a person.
He's wearing fancier clothes than the other peasants.
Good point. It's also black. Like ash. When you burst it with fire. Which a dragon has. So that's why he's probably a dragon in disguise. Calling it now. Calling it. Okay, I think I explored everything, right?
I think so. Like, I think we found him. We talked to him. I don't think there's anything else we need to do in this area, right?
No.
We can't walk back.
I think we have to exit.
They said press the plus, right?
Yep.
Plus symbol, Taylor.
And exploration. Lord Dragon. Lord Dragon! I love you. Dragon! Dragon!
At the banquet.
There was happiness.
Ooh, fancy.
They're all dressed up.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolffort.
Seemed like a pretty small town to me.
You honor us with your words.
There's a lot of dance in space.
Federica is the sister
cool.
of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
Wow.
I have heard much of your ingenious
I thought I'd do
contributions
that.
to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzant's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
Yeah, that seems so good. How could it
I
possibly
sense
go wrong?
skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers.
Salt is pretty delicious.
This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By
Indeed
allying
it
with
is.
Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister.
That
They
tile
understand
looks
that
uneven.
the source is
If they were to dance
Norselia's
on that,
sole
they'd probably
supply of
fall
salt.
over and hurt
We would
themselves.
not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolffort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics
Do
do
not come to us naturally.
This, however,
I'm a
I can
beast.
say.
I'm a warrior.
We will fight injustice
Do not talk
and
about
tyranny
me.
wheresoever.
Financials and politics.
I see money, I spend money.
enjoy
Do not tell me about
Still,
the debt and the bills I
we
owe.
will not hesitate
I do not
to
enjoy
defend
those.
our land and our people should the need arise.
You do not enjoy
matter how
conflict.
mighty the threat,
Really?
Fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Symon. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause.
It's salt is
the common
case.
folk have all but
They're the
forgotten its
cause.
taste. I simply want to eat.
No, if you're like yourself in the Midwest here,
The ministry
you
I
have your
oversee
salt
is committed to the
defrost all those
preservation of
icy
life.
roads.
I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed. We must set our gazes to the future. All of us.
For all of us, says
I
the
expect
king.
you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Don't let the pressure crush you. Save in progress. Alright. Castle Wolffort. Anybody else? Ooh, we got some more over here. Should we go here? Is this here again? Whiteholm Castle. Children of the crowns with their father. Oh yeah, so this is going to be the other king of, I think, Ronald, right?
Roland.
Ronald.
So it's...
Roland? Ronald. Is it Ronald?
It's Roland.
Can we say his name is Ronald now?
I think,
Like
no.
Ronald McDonald?
No.
The knight?
It's Roland and then, Franny, I think was his
Father spoke not a
brother.
single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
To pamper spoiled children. Cordelia.
Of course, brother.
Agreed.
As if
What is
father's
with that?
duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries.
Licking the boots of
It is
dignitaries.
inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolfforts and Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Sounds like their dad's not a family man.
Speaking
More
of
like
his
politics
subjects,
and
it appears
finances.
lordship of House
Well, can you
Wolffort
blame
will
him
be
when he's the
passed down to
royalty,
young
like king of
Serenoa.
a country or nation, and has to make sure
What?
everything runs properly?
How fortunate for you.
And that's a lot of
friend and
pressure.
new lord. Best not take
If
loyalty
you don't have
for
a lot of
granted,
manpower to make
however.
up with
House
your own
Wolffort
manpower.
is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind.
Quickly.
Use them well when
as
you
the wind.
can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like
Are they all siblings then, right?
They're not servants.
Yeah.
They're my friends.
I would think, yeah.
Franny,
Do you
the
really
older brother,
think to lead with such a
Roland's the
soft
brother.
heart? You
I'm
are not
assuming
fit to wear the royal
Cordelia is the
signet.
younger sister.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, stop this fighting at
Yeah.
once. You frighten me.
You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Sir Maxwell's the Dawn Sphere.
Brother!
Brothers. Franny, Ronald, and Rosalia.
I yield.
So that must be the Dawn Sphere then he's training with.
I would think so. Looks like an interesting outfit.
Your spear wavers.
Masked man.
Something weighs on your mind.
Something weighs on
You've
your
always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those
Said the-
words to
the
heart,
Dawn
Sir
Spear.
Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolffort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall
I
show
think
the
both of these
realm what I
events at
already
the castle
know,
and here
that
have
you are a warrior
simultaneously.
worthy of
I was gonna say, is this like right after they met, do you think?
Sir Maxwell,
Yeah, because it was right after he
Sometimes
saved
I
his
wish I
farm
wasn't a prince.
from an excursion, and then
Sometimes
he went through
I
all
wish
that.
I'd been born your son instead.
That makes sense to me.
Surely you jest, Your Highness.
I like his mask.
Your father is a great king.
I like his hat.
And an even greater man.
I like his
It's an honor
lance.
to serve him as I do.
What else you like?
The nice braid they
Apologies.
have down the back.
I forget myself. I must have taken quite a
take it.
blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
I must rest till the morrow. I feel like that's such an old way of saying it. Until tomorrow? Till the morrow?
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
Alright, interesting cutscene.
Back to the castle we go. The banquet ends.
No! I want more of Whiteholm.
Banquet ends without incident, and everyone breathes a sign of relief. Dragon, however, has something on his mind.
I wonder what it could be, since he kind of gave us a brief idea before we ended that last scene here. An exploration mode.
That's what I call a feast.
All the food has been devoured.
You've landed quite the catch.
What happened to all the people? They passed out?
He is a good
It's the end of the
man.
banquet.
I can see it in his
So
eyes.
they all left?
Yep. So the party's over.
Too kind.
Oh, they didn't even say goodbye. They just left.
And
No, nothing.
Well, are you impressed as I, Federica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Federica,
Dragon.
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
no apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
And so the three of them
Words come so easily to
remain
the
in the
both
hall.
of you. A perfect match.
Ah, Dragon, he's drunk.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Federica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's
So she's the
concubine.
daughter of the Archduke's concubine.
Gustadolf's full siblings
Yeah.
are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them.
So someone you keep around for
They cruelly
special
bully
reasons.
the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Federica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness,
So
but
Dragon's trying to prove himself.
and so I
right.
did my due research at the archives. That's my grand
That's good. That's how you get
shall
self-improvement.
blast
You
our
really
way
get good motivation
forward.
on yourself.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
He's drunk.
No.
You can hardly blame me for
Is it
availing
though?
myself
He
of
is.
Glenbrook's finest libation.
Usually in games that they're drunk,
brought
they're
by
usually red
traders
in
from
the
the
face, or
realm
they have
over.
the little dizzy symbols.
Cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
The newfound allies. Hip hip.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Oh, yes, A ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity.
That's right, Dragon. You're the man for the job.
I am too young to have known the wars, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it. It will benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that. It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well. Which one do you think?
I want to say the third one, but you pick which one ever you want to pick. Zelly.
Nope, I'm going with yours. I like that one too. I just wanted to see what you said.
Okay.
It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well.
Interesting. You are the first I've spoken to express such skepticism, and yet...
Dragon,
you
are
may
we
see more
onto something here?
most.
Do we think like you?
Like as not,
it
is a baseless worry.
You?
It is a lord's place to worry. We may at last share a common goal, but our motivations differ. The future is murky, no matter how brightly some may try to paint it. My new cousin has the intuition of a leader, I see. Or perhaps you're simply a worrywart. In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you
the
what I
better.
believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail.
Old minds
Old
stubborn.
minds.
They're unmoving. They're closed. They're
Whatever lies in
different.
our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine
Wow.
will be
There's his
writ
ego.
large
That's what I was
for
waiting
all
for. That
to
arrogance,
see.
that self-confidence. Yeah, show me
And
some
I
more.
would write yours
Gimme,
next
gimme,
to it,
gimme
my
some
dear
more.
cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Now he's drunk.
Get a little
Are
woozy.
you quite all right?
Worry not, Federica. I'm just a bit... Perhaps I should just...
Is he just gonna lay down here and just pass out?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's out.
Ooh, that trust fall did not work out.
It would seem Lord
Floor's your
Jan
best
has
friend at
turned in for the
times.
night.
Quite a passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide
really
his
is.
ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his
The floor's gonna
disapproval
be
of
really
my brother
cold.
and trueborn siblings.
That's not blood on him, is it?
Feelings
Is this just a shadow?
which you
The
share.
shadow.
Okay.
I grant it would be satisfying to see
I was like, the man's
sneers of
bleeding
those
out.
who look
Help
down
him.
on me wiped from their faces.
No, he's sleeping.
But I also agree with Lord Symon that we must set our gazes to the future.
Yeah, but you're right.
Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Federica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my...
What was he calling her?
Federica.
My Frederica.
Pray call me Serenoa as well.
Hello, baby.
We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Federica?
Carry a drunk man to his bedchambers.
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume
his prattle.
You won't believe the idea I had. I have to tell you both. It's a really, really good one.
Benedict's in the cemetery.
And there's
Benedict.
Simon,
The king.
I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Let me guess. It's his wife. They're there to see.
The queen.
Did you
It
tell
might be
her
the queen. It's a bigger
that
gravestone.
Serenoa would
Got
soon be
flowers on
taking
it.
over as lord of our house?
Oh, that makes sense, actually.
Lord, I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above
I knew Benedict
her
was an
advisors.
advisor.
As do I.
He does seem kind of
Years
smart. He
who
has
have served my
glasses, you
house
know.
better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord. I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those.
Oh no.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
His heart
And
fails
so
him.
I entrust Serenoa to you.
Does he love her?
For our house. Pray heed this old man's
Heart attack, maybe? Stroke?
Certainly. I will live to serve your son
Too
until
much
I
red
breathe
meat.
my last.
It could be.
Did you hear that, Destra?
Super high
Boy
cholesterol,
is in
super
good
high blood
hands.
pressure. You know, all that kind of stuff.
My old dear,
Having the symptoms of gout.
long have we stood together.
Oh, this is the
Will not
worst.
let you down, my lord.
Red meat and alcohol. All the way.
I had a joyous life. I ate meat, drank wine, banged women. It was awesome. But now I'm kind of toast, so... Blah. Alright, well... Looks like we went through a whole bunch of dialogue, getting more detail and lore about the kingdoms. Learning more about, is it Demesne? Between Wolffort and... What's the other country called? I think it was like
Glenbrook, Crown City. I think that's one right there.
Yeah, in Glenbrook. And we kind of talked more about how they were going to try to have an alliance and kind of how that resolved itself. Well, as of right now at least, along with the tournament. So it's kind of interesting to see how things are going to play out. We got to explore for the first time, so we got to see the different cutscenes and to see how the game's going to flow from here on out. So we'll probably have more cutscenes where like this, and then we'll be able to explore, and then maybe do combat or something like that in the future.
Hopefully, once we get past the opening story here, we'll get some more action.
Yeah. Although, honestly, it's pretty cool watching that. I think my favorite part was honestly just watching his cousin fall over drunk, and then have to be escorted to the dungeon, or the basement, where do you
To
go?
his
In
bed
room?
chambers.
Oh, to his bed
They
chambers.
were dragging him off to his bed chambers.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so for next time, we'll pick out where we left off, and we'll go to Castle Wolffort, where Symon gathers the members of the House Wolffort to announce his abdication.
So, thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
This has been Kelly&Zelly Gaming, where I'm Zelly.
And I'm Kelly.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.